Oh, what's up, guys? Enrique here, aka Dan, the Jones Man, whatever you want to call me. Here to do a review, or rather just talk about, discuss, and review, I guess, the 2013 Sony press conference, which obviously took part during E3 this year, and E3 is still going on during the whole week, but I want to talk about what Sony delivered at this press conference. And honestly, out of the three big, which, well, really not even three big because Nintendo's really not relevant anymore, but there's still a lot of Nintendo fans out there. Out of Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, hands down, Sony won this won this E3 in my opinion. Their press conference was better than Microsoft's. Nintendo didn't even do a press conference; they just did a Nintendo hour or whatever. Basically, just showing off a few games and whatnot. That guy Jeff that does commentary and stuff on Spike TV for game trailers, he drilled that dude Reggie, that is North America's Nintendo's president or whatever, and the guy really had no answers. He kept giving a lot of like roundabout answers like a politician would. Xbox, Microsoft really didn't clear anything up. They're still doing the DRM thing. They're still doing the thing we have to authenticate, your games every 24 hours, which in my opinion is a very bad move. Basically, they're focusing on modern households where there's people in this country and in the world who still do not have a really good internet connection or internet at all. There are people like that, believe it or not. First and foremost, there's troops, American troops overseas that like to play games after a hard day's work, like to come in and play Call of Duty, like to come in and play Halo, like to do whatever, and they're not going to be able to do this anymore because after 24 hours, they're not going to be able to use their Xbox One. I think that's a damn shame. This is an American company, Microsoft, and you're going to do the troops dirty like that, and let alone people that are in different parts of the country that can't even do it. You can't follow what you're trying to do because they don't have a really strong internet connection. Anyway, that was just a little bit on my thoughts on Xbox and Nintendo's Wii U. But the highlight of the conference, in my opinion, and that's what this video is about, is the Sony press conference. Obviously, they opened up with some Vita. They opened up with PS3 because those are the two right now in this generation that they're focusing on. A lot of people are saying that the Vita is irrelevant. It's dead. Do I agree with that? I'm about 50-50 with that. I own a Vita. I'm a Vita owner. Bought one like 2 months ago. Got Soul Sacrifice and Persona 4 Golden with it. It's a very nice piece of hardware. However, it's not having the sales it should. And in return, there's not a lot of development going on it. Yes, there's games coming out in Japan, but they're not being brought over to North America and Europe and things of that nature, internationally, because it's not getting the love it deserves in these countries. And that's fairly because of the, the price point on it. It is kind of expensive for a handheld. But they talked about the Vita, really didn't show any new games, so it was kind of like pointless to do. It was almost like filler for the press conference. And then they did PS3, and they continue to talk about what they're going to do with the PS3, that they're still going to support it. There's still a great number of games coming out for it, and great titles coming out for it this year and in the future. Last of Us just dropped on PS3. It's a PS3 exclusive. I'm probably going to pick it up once it drops down in price, or I might even pick it up full price. I don't know yet. I heard great things about it. I'm not trying to jump on the hype bandwagon for it, but I heard good things about that game. I'm a big zombie survival fan. Love zombies, love vampires, love werewolves, love anything supernatural like that. So for them to bring out a game like that, and it's from Naughty Dog, the people that did Uncharted and Ratchet and Clank and all that, I say thumbs up. I'm going to check it out myself. So, they talked about PS3 a little bit, PS Vita in the beginning, and then I'm sitting there and I'm like, when are we going to get to the PS4? Let's go, Jack Trenton. Let's go, man. And then they get to it. And the first thing they do is show the beautiful design of this piece of hardware. This piece of hardware, man, this hardware. First off, I feel like the Xbox One doesn't really look that, it's underwhelming, the look of it. A lot of people are saying this PS4 is underwhelming, the look and everything, but I don't really feel that way. the design is nice. It has a matte design, then it has a gloss design a little bit. It's just very sleek. It's very nice looking. It just, to me, it like it basically exemplifies everything that Sony is, the way Sony should be looked at. It's a nice piece of hardware. The way it's angled, it's like this and like this. It's very nice looking. It has a nice design. The controller, we've known about the controller since February. I still think it's nice. A little bit of an upgrade from the DualShock 3, but nothing crazy. But the specs in this system, big upgrade from PS3. It's actually more powerful than the Xbox One, believe it or not, and it's cheaper than the Xbox One. And that was the big thing that I really enjoyed that they dropped in this press conference, and that was the price of this system, and that is $399 in America and Europe, and $349, pounds or whatever. Basically, that's the perfect asking price for me, at least. There's smartphones that go for more than that. Okay, there's tablets, iPads, and stuff that go for more than that. So to get a gaming system that's going to deliver so much entertainment, with TV, movie, and then also games and everything, and its very core component is the games. Unlike Xbox, which I really don't feel like Xbox is focusing on games that much. For $399, not a bad price point. They undercut Xbox One by $100, and it's a more powerful machine. The fucking machine is more powerful than the Xbox One, and it's $100 cheaper. And the reason why it's $100 cheaper is because they're not packaging it with the PS camera. They figure it's not, if you want to have the PS camera and you want to enjoy a little bit more of diversity with that, that's fine. But it's not essential for your gameplay. Where Xbox One is saying the Kinect is essential for your gameplay, we're going to package it with it, and now it's $100 more all of a sudden. It feels like Sony doesn't feel the need to package this piece of hardware, their newest console, PS4, with something that's not essential to gameplay. If you want it, you pick it up. But if you don't want it, you don't have to pick it up, and in return, our fucking console is cheaper, and it's also more powerful than the Xbox One and the Wii U. The thing has 8 gigabytes of memory, if I'm not mistaken, DDR5, where I'm pretty sure the Xbox One has 2 gigabytes of memory right there. So right there, the memory is superior. Not much, but it is superior to the Xbox One. And the other specs in the PS4 are superior to the Xbox One. So, right there in this press, I think Sony put on a really good show. Really good show. They showed some third-party games. They showed some first-party games that are going to be exclusive on PS4. But they did a really good job. I love Sony. I'm a really big Sony fan. And I'm not trying to be biased here, and I'm really not, but they really did a good job, and a lot of people are saying the same thing online. I even heard some Xbox fans saying that, but overall, the Xbox are going to just be like all about their system, and they're going to go out and buy it, and I really feel they're going to be disappointed. Big round of applause when Jack Tretton basically said there will be no restriction on used games. You want to lend it to a friend, you want to sell it to a person, you want to keep it forever, all those good things will be the same since the beginning of video games, the video games beginning, ever since Atari. They will put no restrictions on it. They got a huge applause for that. They got a huge applause for not having to be connected online. It was almost like basically Sony was stabbing Microsoft in the back, and every time he mentioned this, it was like him twisting the knife in Microsoft's back, and it's like a 60-second pause that he gave for every time he announced this, and he let the applause, go down. It's just a knife twisting in the back of Microsoft. Very just like curb stomping Microsoft, basically. Really enjoyed the used game video where the one dude, the Japanese guy, and the other guy that are part of Sony, they're like, step 1 for used games, give it to a friend. That's it. I was like, that's so hilarious, man. They like trolled Microsoft so hard there. Just like I said, the press conference was amazing. There will be, if they kind of like slipped this in there, I don't know why they did it this way, but Jack Tretton confirmed it later on in an interview with that guy Jeff for game trailers, and there will be a required fee to play online. You'll still be able to access your media and stuff like that without paying the PS Plus price. But if you want to play, multiplayer online, you'll have to pay it. But that's really not a big deal considering Microsoft has been doing this since Xbox 360, the gold membership. So it's not really a big deal. As long as they take the money from their PS Plus memberships and they put it back into, making a better online experience, a better interface, better, overall better online experience. They will be adding cross game chat in it, which is really good. A lot of PS3 fans have been asking for that. Um, and there's a few other things they're doing to make it, a whole lot better. They're going to have that cloud-based system in 2014 called Gakkai or whatever, allows you to stream PS3 games and play them over a stream rather than downloading it. I don't know if it's going to cost any money. It might be a small fee. I don't know. But what everybody wanted to know the most about, besides the price, when it's launching, which is sometime in this season, this holiday season. Don't have an exact point, but it'll be before January next year. And also what the thing looked like. It was the games, and they didn't have a really, really strong showing of games, but what they showed was really enjoyable. For me personally, the Order looks amazing. It has a steampunk type setting, and it looks like they're fighting werewolves or vampires. Infamous Second Son looks amazing. It looks like he uses fire this time. The new character uses fire rather than electricity. That'll be coming out in 2014. It's not a launch title. That looks amazing. The new game from Bungie and Activision called Destiny. Yes, it's not an exclusive, but it is a multi-plat. But it looks amazing. It looks really, really well done. They did demonstration at the Sony conference where people were just dropping in to fight in this public event against these different creatures and whatnot and enemy forces. And each new fire teams are just dropping in. It just looked really amazing and really innovative. And I really enjoy games like that where you can play with other people in a large scale like that. They showed Battlefield. I don't believe they showed it at the Sony conference, but Battlefield, just on a side note, Battlefield 4 looks amazing. The multiplayer looked amazing, so I'll probably be picking that up day one for PS4. Big news from Square Enix. Final Fantasy Versus 13, which I've been following forever, is being called Final Fantasy 15 now. It will be coming out sometime in 2014 or 2015. I'm hoping 2014. And then we got a look at different things from Kingdom Hearts. And these are the two big ones for a lot of fans from Sony. And they announced Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's starting development. It's in development right now, so we probably won't see that till 2015. But if I'm not mistaken, Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 are exclusives for PS4. So that's a big nod in Sony's direction to, get those fans to, buy a Sony PS4. So, Kingdom Hearts 3 fans have been waiting for this for nearly a decade. So I know a few of my friends are big Kingdom Hearts 3 fans. I personally have not played 1 or 2, but I will. I'll be getting the 1.5 remix when it comes out for PS3 that I have sitting up there. My friend texted me. He's like, well, looks like I'm getting a PS4. Kingdom Hearts 3, man. Fuck yeah. So, it's just going to bring a lot. There's that incentive to buy their hardware. And that's truly what fans need. And it's all about the games. I'm hoping The Order. I'm hoping Watch Dogs. I'm hoping Battlefield 4. I'm hoping Need for Speed Rivals. I hope they all launch on Sony, day one. I know The Order, and I know a few other games are exclusive. Apparently they have 40 exclusive games in the works or something like that. So I'm really curious to see what they are. And also what was really amazing was the support for indie gamers. The support for indie gamers, guys. That is the step in the right direction, because indie games have a lot of innovation, a lot of uniqueness to them. So for Sony to be supporting them is amazing. Don't Starve, the people that made Bastion have a new game called Transistor they're bringing out on the PS4. A bunch of different indie companies. I don't know if Xbox One is going to have these guys, but I know Sony for sure is going to have them. And I know for PS Plus users, which is a little bit under $5 a month, you're going to be getting Don't Starve, I believe. There's a game called Poncho Monkeys or something like that, which looks really cool. And I think it was Don't Starve, that game, and maybe Transistor. You're going to get them for free off of the PS Plus network day one. So Sony's doing a lot for their fans, and I really appreciate it, Sony. Thank you so much. To be paying that little bit under $5 a month, they're making their online really worth it, I feel. They're delivering what the fans have been asking for these last 7, 8, 9 years, and they're making PS4 a really amazing system. Obviously, it's too early to say if it's going to be, international success. But I really have a strong feeling that a lot of people are going to support Sony PlayStation 4, especially after this past press conference. As long as things don't go south and they start announcing some hidden things they didn't speak about, I really think the launch will go off smoothly. Um, First off, it has a 500 gigabyte hard drive, which is pretty big. Some people that might do a lot of downloadable games, download their video games and whatnot, they might want a bigger hard drive, but it's upgradable just like the PS3. So that's a strong point. They're not really changing much. They're not changing the good points or changing the bad points, and it's just making PS4 a really, really exciting system so far. Not going to be region locked, just like the PS2, PS Vita, and PS3 are not region locked. So that's another amazing point. If there's any games that never come out over to international, you can import it from Japan and play it. And I know a lot of people that import games, so it's amazing what Sony's doing. Thumbs up to you guys. Thumbs up to Sony. Jack Tretton, definitely enjoyed the do that mic drop that he did during the stream. Really enjoyed seeing that, and I'm glad Sony's going to be delivering some really good content. I really feel they are. We'll see what Xbox One's going to deliver. Let's see if they can get themselves out of this hole they dug, because they've definitely dug a hole for themselves, and right now they're laying in it. So we'll see if they can get out of it. Nintendo's kind of irrelevant. Basically, Nintendo at this point is basically a system you buy just to play their first-party content. I will say they announced Super Smash Bros. Wii U version, and they have Mega Man in it, which is pretty cool. It might get me to go towards buying a Wii U, but not quite just yet. We'll see what other games they get. But right now, Sony PS4 is on my to pick up list. Day one buy if I can afford it, which I should be able to afford it, and if I can get it without it selling out. I'm going to try to pre-order it. Not sure if you have to put the whole $400 down or not, but definitely going to be picking up Sony PS4 day one if I can, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of the press conference. Let me know what you thought about the Xbox One press conference as well, and also the talk on the Nintendo. If you watched the E3 stream, let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Which of the three are you going to definitely pick up? Wii U, Xbox One, or PS4? This guy right here getting the PS4, no fucking doubts about it. Definitely buying that system. It looks amazing. But as always, thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, +1, thumbs up. All that good shit really does help. And let's hope for an awesome next 10 years and next decade of next generation gaming, guys, because us fans, we really deserve it, So let's see what happens. Over and out.